Good morning, students. I am Shama, your English teacher. I am back with another session. As I told you, today we are going to change the past tense into present tense, which is given in your textbook. Before going to change the past tense to the present tense, I want you to recollect the verb, subject, object, and the helping verbs, so that it will become easy to you to change the past tense to present tense. First, verb. What is its definition and examples? Let us see. A word that tells what someone or something does, or an action word, or a word of being. Verb is something which tells us about what someone or something does, right? In other words, we can call it as action word. Examples are given here. Sit, laugh, run. Few more verbs are given. To wink, to pull, to look, to handshake, to itch, to saw, to kick. We have regular and irregular verbs. These are regular verbs on the screen. This is the base form, for which if we simply add ed, you can change that into past tense, right? Bake, baked. This is past participle. Now for us, it is very important to know base form and the simple past. So beg, begged. Behave, behaved. Boil, boiled. Borrow, borrowed. Brush, brushed. If you observe, we just added ed word, right? So by adding just ed word, we get simple past tense for these regular verbs. Now these are irregular verbs. Here we have to change the vowel. Bite, bit. Buy, bought. Build, built. Catch, caught. Eat, ate. Fight, fought. These are some more examples. As I told you in the earlier class, once to recollect the present and past verbs, right? For this only I told you to just recollect. Now, what is helping verb? A helping verb is a verb that comes before the main verb and adds to its meaning. Example, he was leading the race. See here, leading is the main verb and was is helping verb. Second sentence, he had been running the race. Running is the main verb, had been is helping verb. He should have been winning the race. Winning is the main verb, should have been is your helping verb. These are commonly used helping verbs. Am, are, be, been, being, can, could, did, do, does, had, has, have, is, may, might, must, shall, should, was, were, will, would. These are commonly used helping verbs. If you see here, we have present and past also, right? Are is present tense, were is past tense, right? Can is present tense, could is past tense, do is present tense, Did is past tense. Shall is present tense. Should is past tense. Right? Am is present tense. Was is past tense. These are few commonly used helping verbs. Now, helping verb plus main verb, if you see, that gives a perfect meaning to the sentence. Examples: I am playing cricket. Am is helping verb. Playing is main verb. Am playing. He is cleaning his room. Here is helping verb. Cleaning is main verb. They are going on a picnic. Are is helping verb. Going is main verb. Hope you understand what are here helping verbs and main verbs. Now, a sentence may contain up to 3 helping verbs to the main verb. Right? Like not only one in the previous one. Here we are having in the second sentence only one. He is, this one. He is cleaning his room. Is helping verb, which is only one, and cleaning is main verb. Right? Now, if you see the example of this sentence, the dog must have been chasing the cat. Chasing is main verb. And how many helping verbs do we have? Must, have, been. These are the 3 helping verbs. The helping verbs are must, have, and been. So what is said here is a sentence may contain up to 3 helping verbs to the main verb. Up to 3. Right? So must, have, been. We have 3 helping verbs. Now examples of the sentences with helping verbs. HV is helping verb. MV is main verb. The students have enrolled in the class. Have is helping verb and enrolled is main verb. The students could have enrolled in the class. Here we have 2 helping verbs and main verb. The citizens will be voting. Will is helping verb. Be is main verb. Sorry, be voting will be the main verb. The citizens must have been voting. Must have been. These are 3 helping verbs. Look here students, it's will and be, both are helping verbs, and voting is the main verb. Right? Now, don't get confused that from verbs we have come to subject, because I already told you that it is very important to know verbs, subject and object so that we can change the sentence easily. Now, what is a subject? Noun or pronoun can be a subject in a sentence. Noun or pronoun can be a subject. Names the person, place or thing the sentence is about. So subject is the person, place or thing the sentence is about. In the sentence we are talking about. Maybe it's a person or a place or a thing, that is called the subject. Subject tells who or what the sentence is about. Right? Subject tells us who or what the sentence is about. Now, where do we find subject in the sentence? Subjects can come at the beginning, middle or end of the sentence. Right? A noun or pronoun can be a subject and subject tells us who or what the sentence is about. And where do we find the subject in a sentence? Subjects can come at the beginning, middle, or end of the sentence. See here. Examples for subject, verb and object. I love weekends. This is a sentence in which I is subject here. Love is verb. Weekends is object. Another one. You learn English. You is subject. Learn is verb. English is object. She rides a bike. She is subject. Rides is verb. A bike is object. Here we are talking about ourselves. So I become subject. Here we are talking about you. So you becomes subject. Here we are talking about her. So she becomes subject. Now, after knowing what is subject and verb, now you can understand what is subject-verb agreement. Yes, first thing we discussed already verb and subject, right? So, the subject of a sentence is, what is it? Just now we discussed, right? Who or what a sentence is about. The subject is who or what a sentence is about. The verb is the action in the sentence, right? We just discussed what is subject and also what is verb. The subject and verb must work together to agree, right? This is called agreement. This makes the sentence sound good. When subject and verb agrees correctly, then the sentence sound good, or else we don't have any meaning to the sentence. If the subject and verb does not agree, we don't get a proper meaning to the sentence. Rule 1. If the noun is singular, then you will add a s to the verb. Like the girl jumps rope at recess. Jumps here is the verb. Girl is subject. Now, subject is singular. Girl is singular. So, we are adding s to the verb. It makes a sense now. Next, rule 2. If the noun is plural, then the verb has no s at the end. Look here, the girls. Here, girls is plural. So, we don't write s here to the verb. If we write s, it's a blunder mistake. We should not write s here. So, the girls jump rope at the recess. So, first rule is when the subject is singular, we have to write s. Add s to the verb. If the subject is plural, we should not write s. That means we should not add s to the verb. Here, exceptions. I and you are the exceptions. I and you are both singular subjects. So when we use them, you don't add an s to the verb, right? So when we use I and you in the subject verb agreement, we don't use s. Like here, for example, I can say using this, I jump rope at recess is correct one. You jump rope at recess is also correct one. we should not use yes. We should not say I jumps rope at recess. You jumps rope at recess. I and you. For I and you always have to use the main verb without yes. Now a singular subjects take a singular verb. So that's what we discussed till now. The bird sings. A plural subjects take a plural verb. The birds sing. Did you observe the change here? Bird sings. Birds sing. Few more examples. Two dogs are sitting on the grass. Here dogs plural, so we write plural. One dog is sitting on the grass. Here dog is singular, so we use singular. The child likes candy. Child is singular, so we added s here. Children like candy. Children is plural, so we did not add s here. The mouse likes cheese. Mouse is singular, so we added yes here. Mice like cheese. Mice is plural, so we wrote like, no s here. The woman loves shoes. Woman is singular, so we added s. All women love shoes. Women is plural, so we did not add s here. Now I think you can change the tense easily after knowing subject verb and subject verb agreement. Here you have to change I want to play football. It's a sentence in present tense. You have to change it to past tense. And now if we simply change the word want to wanted without changing the main verb play, we can directly change the present tense sentence to past tense. Same way, the ostrich is walking. If we just simply change the word is to was, the sentence is done. The ostrich was walking. We did not change the main verb. Next, the bee is buzzing. Here also we just change is to was. The bee was buzzing. Dad is rowing the boat. Is changed to was. Dad was rowing the boat. My head is aching. My head was aching. Here we are changing present tense to past tense in all the sentences. Next one, I am a student. I was a student. We are playing Monopoly. We were playing Monopoly. So we have changed present tense to past tense. In the same way we can change past tense to present. Now if you look in your textbook, page number 8, please open page number 8 of your textbook. We are given some sentences. Change the sentences from the past tense to the present tense. Now in the previous slide, see, we have changed the present tense to past tense. Here the same thing, vice versa. We can change past tense to present tense also. If I give the question, I wanted to play football, what would be the present tense? I want to play football. The ostrich was walking. If I give this as a question, if I ask you to change this past tense to present tense, then the answer will be the ostrich is walking, right? So here we are changing past tense to present tense. In the textbook, this sentence is given: Anant entered the room and found all the fans running, so he switched them off. Entered shows that it is past tense. Found shows that it is past tense. Switched them off. This also switched off. This also shows us that this is past tense verb. So we have to change all the past tense verbs into present tense, right? Anant enters. Why do we write S here? Because it is singular, so we use S. Anant enters the room and found is past tense, so we write finds. Because Anant is singular, we use S here. Found, find. All the fans running, so he switched them off. Switches them off. Switched them off. Switches them off. Why do we write S here? Because Anant is singular, right? This Anant is subject here. Because the subject is singular, we are adding S here. Now going to the second sentence. The little girl turned the pages of her book but found nothing interesting. Turned, past tense. Found, past tense, right? So we have to change the words. The little girl turns. Girl is singular, so we added S here. The pages of her book but found. Found should be changed as finds. Finds nothing interesting. The little girl turns the pages of her book but finds nothing interesting. Now I'll tell you the fourth sentence in your textbook. The third and the remaining sentences 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 you have to do on your own. And also the next Roman, rewrite the paragraph in the present tense. That also you have to write on your own. These two are singular, so we used S here. Now here, we is plural. We cut the vegetables and dropped them into the simmering pot. We is plural here. So we have to change that into past tense, keeping in mind that subject is a plural. We cut the vegetables because past tense and present tense is same for cut. Cut, cut, cut. We have learned, right? Present, past, past participle, all three are same. Cut, cut, cut. So we cut the vegetables and dropped is past tense here, so we write present tense here, drop. Because the subject is plural, we are not adding S here, right? In the previous sentences the subject is singular, so we added S here. But in this sentence the subject here is plural, so we don't add S here. We cut the vegetables and drop them into the simmering pot, right? Hope you understand the session, girls. Maybe the subject and verb agreement would help you to write the sentences from past tense to present tense. Thank you, girls. Have a great day.